Here, unit number one, that is introduction. Introduction. Unit one, introduction of heat transfer. Heat transfer. First of all, what is the energy? Then the basically we have to discuss in this chapter introduction to heat transfer. First of all, what is the energy? The capacity to do work, that is said to be energy. In this first chapter, we study uh, different mode of heat transfer. What is heat transfer? What is heat energy? Then heat is defined as, that is the form of energy which can be transferred from one system to the another system across their boundaries due to temperature difference existing between the two systems. The heat is defined as, heat is a form of energy. Heat is a form of energy, then which can be transferred from one system to the another system across or cross their boundaries due to temperature difference that is existing between two systems. That is said to be heat. Heat is defined as form of energy which can be transferred from one system to the another system across their boundaries due to temperature difference existing between the two systems. Then the science which deals with the determination of the rate of heat transfer energy is known as heat transfer. Means determination of the rate heat transfer, that is a science which deals with study of determination of rate of transfer of heat energy, that is said to be heat transfer. Then there are some application of heat transfer. Where it is used, the heat transfer application, the first of all, heat transfer application. Heat transfer is a science which deals with determination of rate of transfer of heat energy, that is said to be heat transfer. There are certain application of heat transfer. The first application, design of heat exchanger duct. If you want to design of the duct or heat exchanger, then heat transfer is applicable. The modes or the laws of heat transfer is applicable. The first application of heat transfer, that is design of heat exchanger duct in refrigeration and air conditioning. Design of heat exchanger duct in refrigeration and air conditioning. Second application, design of motor generator transformers, cooling tower and other heat exchanger design in the nuclear power plant. The third application, design of furnace, space, vehicles, various component of chemical processes, heat treatment of metal to obtain the desired properties of material, then design of solar collectors, then design of combustion chamber and cooling of blades, the gas turbine power plant. These are the some application of heat transfer. Means first application, that is design of heat exchanger, second design of duct, design of refrigeration and air conditioning, design of combustion chamber, design of cooling tower, motor generator transformer, then various electronic system like TV, VCR. There are the certain application of the heat transfer. Then there are some the three mode of heat transfer particularly. Basically, heat is defined as form of energy um, which can be transferred from one system to another system across their boundaries due to temperature difference existing between the two systems. That is said to be heat. Then second thing we study what is heat transfer. That is a science which deals with determination of rate of transfer of heat energy. That is said to be heat transfer. Second, third one is application of the heat transfer. The first application, design of duct heat exchanger used in refrigeration and air conditioning. Second one, design of generator, motors, transformer. Uh, then third application, design of various electronic systems like TV, VCR. Then design of furnaces, then design of combustion chamber and cooling of blades for the gas turbine plant. There are certain applications of the heat transfer. Then there are three mode of heat transfer, particularly conduction, convection, and radiation. Then what is conduction? Conduction is defined as the transfer of heat from one part of substance to the other part of substance without appreciable motion of molecules. Means conduction is one of the mode of heat transfer is defined as the transfer of heat from one part of substance to the other part of substance without appreciable motion of the molecules. That is said to be conduction. Conduction can take place in solid, liquid, and gases. That is the first mode of heat transfer. There are three modes of heat transfer. Particularly, the first mode is conduction, second is convection, and third one is radiation. The conduction can be defined as the transfer of heat from one part of system to the another part of system without appreciable motion of the molecules. The conduction of heat transfer that can be take place in solid, liquid, and gases. Then, in conduction, the Fourier law of heat conduction. What is Fourier law of heat conduction? The rate of heat flow through the simple homogeneous solid is directly proportional to the area measured normal to the direction of heat flow and temperature gradient in the direction of heat flow. Means that Q is directly proportional to A into dT upon dx. The Fourier law of heat conduction, heat transfer, or Fourier law of heat conduction, which states that the rate of heat flow through the simple homogeneous solid, the rate of heat flow through a simple homogeneous solid is directly proportional to the area measured normal to the direction of heat flow and temperature gradient in the direction of the heat flow. Q is directly proportional to area into dT upon dx. Means the Fourier law of heat conduction, which states that heat the rate of heat flow through the simple homogeneous solid is directly proportional to the area measured normal to the direction of heat flow and temperature gradient in the direction of heat flow. This is a very simple law of heat conduction, that is said to be Fourier law of heat conduction. Then Q is a heat transfer rate, where Q is a heat transfer rate. Then joules per second or watt. Then in a given direction, Then next one is the dt is a temperature difference between two phases. Temperature difference. between two faces. Then of the block of the thickness dx. Then dx is the thickness of solid body. Thickness of solid body. Then we know that dET upon dx, that is temperature gradient in the direction of heat flow. Temperature gradient in the direction of heat flow. Okay. Then here we take K is Q is equal to minus Ka dt upon dx. Then negative sign, that is K is the sign of proportionality called as coefficient of thermal conductivity of material. K is called as coefficient of thermal conductivity of material. Negative sign, that is due to change in temperature, due to difference in temperature. That is a tendency of heat. You know that from it goes from higher temperature to lower temperature. That's why that is decrease the temperature. Okay, that is the tendency of the heat. The tendency of heat, that is always from higher temperature to lower temperature. It goes from higher temperature to lower temperature. Suppose we take a cup of tea, and that tea, suppose it is in a hot condition, and after some time, after duration, during some time interval, what will happen? The temperature will decreases. Here in this equation, Q is equal to minus Ka dt upon dx. Here K is called as constant of proportionality. That constant of proportionality is called as coefficient of thermal conductivity. Then what we study here, what is the thermal conductivity of the material? Thermal conductivity of different materials, silver, gold, copper, nickel. Basically, the ability of heat to conduct flow through it, that is said to be thermal conductivity of material. Is the ability of material to conduct heat flow through it, that is said to be thermal conductivity of material. Then the thermal conductivity depends upon the material. Means thermal conductivity will be vary according to material. Okay, there will be change in thermal conductivity. Thermal conductivity of material is represented by K, which is defined as the ability of material to conduct heat flow through it. How much able of the material to conduct flow through it, means that ability of that material to conduct flow through it, then that is said to be thermal conductivity of that material. Means that will be depend upon the material. Then next concept is convection. What is convection? We in previously we discussed what is conduction. Conduction, that is one of the mode of heat transfer that can be defined as the transfer of heat from one part of substance to the other part of substance without appreciable motion of the molecules. Then in the same manner, the second mode of the heat transfer, that is the convection, that is mode of the heat transfer. The process of heat transfer between the solid surface and fluid flowing as the surface is called as convection. Means that convection take place between the two solid surface and fluid flowing as per the fluid surface and solid surface. Suppose we take a bucket, that is a solid, and that bucket which is filled by water. Water is the fluid. Okay, that molecules of water, of liquid, molecules of solid, then convection will be take place on the above surface, that is hot water, and in the below or lower surface, that is cold water. Means that molecules will transfer from solid to solid surface to fluid surface. Means that the transfer heat transfer between solid surface and fluid flowing as further surface, that is said to be convection. Then a very simple way, there are two type of the convection, forced convection and free or natural convection. Then here we take the Newton's law of cooling, that is related to convection. What is Newton's law of cooling? There are some basic law which is based on the concept that is said to be that is said to be Newton's law of cooling. The rate of convective heat transfer between surface and fluid was the first suggested by that Newton's. That relation of the heat transfer between solid surface and fluid flow, the past surface, then that is said to be convection. Then Newton's law of cooling, which states that the rate of heat transfer is proportional to the surface, that is perpendicular to the heat flow direction, and temperature difference between wall surface and the fluid temperature in the direction perpendicular to the heat flow direction. Q is directly proportional to A. Q is directly proportional to A into T W minus infinity. Then Q is equal to H A T W minus infinity. Then H is said to be coefficient of convective heat transfer. That is a relationship of the Newton's law of cooling. That relation is the rate of heat transfer is proportional to the surface area perpendicular to the heat flow direction and temperature difference between wall surface and the fluid temperature in the direction of heat flow direction, which means that the rate of heat transfer, which is directly proportional to the surface area and that is perpendicular to the wall temperature difference of the wall and the fluid temperature in the direction of the heat flow. Means Q is directly proportional to A into Tw minus T infinity. Rate of heat transfer particularly, which is directly proportional to the surface area perpendicular to heat flow direction and the temperature difference between wall surface and the fluid temperature in the direction of heat flow. That rate of heat transfer, which is directly proportional to the surface area and the heat flow direction and temperature difference between the wall surface and fluid temperature in the direction of the heat flow. Very simple law. That law is said to be Newton's law of cooling, which states that the rate of heat, I will repeat once again, it is for better understanding, that is Newton's law of cooling. Newton's law of cooling, which states that the rate of heat transfer, which is directly proportional to the surface area and the heat flow in the perpendicular direction and the temperature difference between wall surface and fluid temperature in the direction of the heat flow. That is, mathematically it is expressed by Q is directly proportional to area into Tw minus T infinity. Then therefore Q is equal to H into A in bracket Tw minus T infinity. What is H? The H is the same to be convective coefficient of convective heat transfer. Okay, coefficient of convective heat transfer. The unit of H are W per meter square Kelvin. That is a simple concept of the Newton's law of cooling. Okay. Then today we stop here. Thank you for listening lectures.